All right, welcome to this explainer on the divine debt of Tirupati. We're diving right into the mythological origins of what is without a doubt one of the world's most incredible landmarks of devotion. We're going to break down exactly how a cosmic dispute, literally a fight in the heavens, led to an earthly marvel that's still thriving thousands of years later. So have you ever actually wondered why millions of devotees willingly offer just immense wealth at the Tirumala Venkaswara temple? I mean, this is a massive global phenomenon. People will wait in line for hours, sometimes literally days, just for a brief, fleeting glimpse of the deity. And they leave behind absolute fortunes in gold, cash, jewels, you name it. But why? What's the deep story behind this massive, nonstop outpouring of wealth and devotion? Well, to understand that, we need to look at part 1 of our explainer, Sage Brigu's test. Picture this. It's an ancient time of intense human suffering. A group of sages organized a grand fire ritual to heal the world, but they hit a roadblock. They needed to know which supreme god actually deserved their ultimate worship. So, they gave Sage Brigu a monumental task. He had to go and personally test the Holy Trinity. He started with Lord Brahma, then moved on to Lord Shiva, but, well, he left both of those encounters feeling totally unsatisfied. Finally, this great quest led him straight to Vaikuntha, the celestial realm of Lord Vishnu. Now, when Brigu got there, Lord Vishnu was peacefully reclining on the great cosmic serpent Adishesha. He was completely absorbed, so he didn't even notice the sage walk in. And Brigu, he did not take that well. Feeling completely ignored and totally disrespected, the sage basically lost his mind. He marched right up and, in a fit of pure anger, kicked Lord Vishnu squarely in the chest. Yeah, he actually kicked a supreme deity. Which brings us to part 2, Mahalakshmi's anger. You'd think Vishnu would be furious, right? But demonstrating just unbelievable humility, he didn't retaliate at all. No celestial weapons, no curses. Instead, showing the ultimate divine patience, he actually reached out, gently massaged the sage's foot, and just calmly asked, "Did your foot hurt?" It's this beautiful, ultimate display of compassion completely overriding ego. Goddess Mahalakshmi, however, had a totally different reaction. And honestly, you really can't blame her. In Hindu mythology, Vishnu's chest isn't just a body part, it's her permanent sacred abode. So when Brigu kicked his chest, he was literally desecrating her home. She declared, "My abode has been insulted." She was deeply wronged, not just by the kick itself, but by Vishnu's totally calm acceptance of it. And because of that one catastrophic insult, the whole dynamic of the cosmos completely shifted. A heartbroken and furious Mahalakshmi packed up and departed from the celestial realm of Vaikuntha. She essentially turned her back on the heavens and descended all the way down to earth. And that right there is the exact, pivotal moment that sets this whole massive story into motion. So let's look at part 3, Srinivasa's avatar on earth. Since Mahalakshmi left, Vishnu was utterly bereft. He was basically compelled to follow her, fundamentally changing the bridge between heaven and earth forever. He descended to the hills of Tirumala, taking on the earthly form of Srinivasa to perform deep, rigorous penance. Meanwhile, Mahalakshmi was reborn on earth as the beautiful Princess Padmavati. So now you have this divine couple literally walking the earth in physical, mortal-like forms. And, as cosmic destiny would have it, these two divine beings eventually met in their earthly forms. They fell deeply in love, instantly recognizing their eternal bond, and naturally, they decided they had to get married. A magnificent royal wedding. But there was a pretty major practical problem standing right in their way. That major problem brings us to part 4, the Great Debt from Kubera. Okay, so to fund a royal wedding secretly fit for the gods, Srinivasa, who had been living rough as a humble ascetic, needed serious capital. So what does he do? He goes straight to Kubera, the legendary god of wealth, and essentially takes out the ultimate cosmic mortgage. He borrowed a massive, heavenly fortune just to finance the celebrations. But how do you pay back the god of wealth? Well, Srinivasa promised to repay this loan using the future offerings of his own devotees. And the repayment timeline? It lasts right up until the end of the Kali Yuga, which is the current age of the world we're living in right now. He quite literally mortgaged the future devotion of humanity. This incredible cosmic contract leads right into our final section, the visible god of Kali Yuga. Fast forward to today, and Tirupati stands as one of the absolute largest centers of devotion on the entire planet. When devotees drop their wealth, their gold, their life savings into those temple collection boxes, they aren't just making a regular passive donation. They are actively pitching in to pay off Lord Srinivas's celestial wedding debt. It's a real-time cosmic transaction, and in exchange for helping him clear this immense financial burden, devotees firmly believe they're receiving his direct, immediate grace and protection during this difficult age of Kali Yuga. This deep, super interactive connection is exactly why the Tirumala Hills are constantly echoing with the sound of his name. It's said that simply chanting Govinda, Govinda with pure devotion just wipes away all earthly sorrows. It's really a beautifully poetic cycle when you think about it. Humanity steps up to help the divine repay a literal debt, and in return, the divine blesses humanity with relief from suffering. It brings everything full circle, right back to the original goal of the sages' yagna that kicked off this whole chain of events. So as we wrap up this explainer, I really want you to think about this. Isn't it absolutely wild how a single, ancient moment of ego from a frustrated sage resulted in the most enduring bridge of love, wealth, and devotion between humanity and the divine? That one angry kick to the chest literally built a global empire of faith that is still thriving and actively repaying a debt to this very day. Thanks so much for joining me, and keep exploring the incredible stories that shape our world.